Assalamu alaikum. Today's day 15 of our self-isolation and lockdown. Oh, I can see a squirrel in my garden. Anyway, breaking news there. So as you know, I was pretty down yesterday, and I've been quite down anyway because of the situation. And yes, because of the lockdown and everything and the impact on social welfare. Last night, I've had a lot of issues, technical issues, but anyway, last night I was watching a conference by the chief of whatever he is from the World Health Organization, and it's just like, why are we paying all these people when you're not even listening to what the advice is? And one of the big things they were saying that, and he was saying it, in a really diplomatic way, like, praise to be to developing countries who are trying their very best to contain this, who have got lots of things in measure. For example, everyone's being tested. And I'm saying that with a attitude because that is like the first thing you need to do. Whoever's got any sort of symptoms, whatever, test them. They've even got like testing booths as you walk through. You get tested as you walk through from one region to another or from one place to another. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. They've got really good facilities for people in quarantine. They've been able to keep, do you know what? I'll tell you why, right? I'll tell you why. It's like these special measure schools who try so best to get to where they need to get an outstanding. And you've got an outstanding who are so like blasé about it. They're like, really complacent about everything. Our third world countries, or let's just say our developing countries, have to meet the standard, and they are. We've got huge issues. We've got like crisis, and he was saying that we've got don't forget COVID, but the other issue is social welfare. And what are the government doing about social welfare? And this man, I have no idea what his name was, but I thought it was Sri Lankan. Anyway, whatever he was, ain't the point. The point is that he's like, what are we doing about it? He's urging the government to put in resources for the economy. I know that I have whatever, my salary and whatever put together to get people together to go and give out rations to the poor and needy. When my nephew said to me that, I've been to the street and this is what's happening, and one of my close friends said, oh my God, you won't believe this. I do believe it. And if grown men like that can cry and not feeding their own family because they feel guilty of that they're eating, where there are masses out there who are not, it's unbelievable. And then my brother, because I was in tears when I got a phone call today to say that we've done this and we've done it, and people were just so relieved and so happy. That is just a speck in the ocean compared to how many people who have got nothing, who've got children who are starving, and elderly who are ill and they can't afford jack. So anyway, so the WHO was trying to urge the government to put something in place, and he quite rightfully did mention the Prime Minister Modi from India, who has pledged God knows how many billions of dollars. Why are you talking about dollars, rupees anyway? And for rations for every individual, every house. I mean, from the second highly populated country in the world, I think. And he's got things in place for them. He's got like hand sanitizers outside everywhere that they go. They've got, although they had on Facebook, they were actually sanitizing people while they were sitting down on the bus. I don't know. But anyway, he's put a lot of things, he's put things in place. And in the UK, again, I don't know, I haven't seen it actually I have experienced it, and so have my family. You come from abroad, you're not even tested, you're walking right through. I know when I've been to Turkey, when I've been to Cyprus and Pakistan, they stop you, they take all the different tests and give them like a health declaration form and whatever. People have still been arrested from where I live in Pakistan, arrested because they've come in on the slide. Pakistan straight away, and some other countries have straight away stopped all crafts from China, from Iran, the two big countries, and anyone who's come, from a country that's been highlighted like Italy, straight away, because you know what, we don't want it here. It's not being racist, it's protecting self, it's self-preservation. It's not being horrible, it's self-preservation. And actually, to be quite honest, I don't know that the data in Pakistan is very low, only because the only people who are going are probably the rich and the ones who can afford it, but not the poor people who don't even know what's going on in the world. They don't have access to a TV, they don't have access to different people. People shun them, they have no idea. They're on the street, they're begging for a living. Do they know about coronavirus? I haven't even heard of that. So if they're dying, do they know that they actually got corona? No. If they've got it, do they know that they're spreading it? No. They're living in, outdoors in horrible places. So putting a mask on ain't going to make any difference to them. They're going and begging and touching people. They don't know. What are you doing to educate them?